Hi everyone, Mac here from Minard's Leisure World. Today we're looking at the new 2021 Reflection 28BH. This is not a new floor plan. Reflection's been making the 28BH for a few years now. They've just tweaked a few things with the bunkhouse. So this is a bunk model fifth wheel, great if you have a family. It's not too long. Most bunkhouses with the separation are super big, but this one keeps the bunkhouse to a minimal. So let's talk about the exterior features and then I'll show you what I mean by that. At the front, we got the 3/4 molded cap, standard pin box, and a wonderful basement compartment here. That's where the battery's kept. Grand Design does a great job of sealing that up. Dual 30-pound propane tanks is standard on these fifth wheels. We've also got a great pass-through baggage compartment. Now this baggage compartment is heated. You can see it's well finished. We've got battery disconnect and power access in here, as well as a motion sensor light. And on the other side is our water manifold system. Now this is the same across all Grand Design fifth wheels. It's very simple, winterization's done from there. Great, great system. I should note too, the 28BH comes standard with auto level. This is the electric 4-point auto level system. On our campsite here, you'll see our main entry door is about mid-coach. We've got a 12-volt power awning with LED light strip. There's power access and an outdoor coax hookup right here in the middle, and a whole row of windows on our campsite. This is just right in the kitchen overlooking your campsite, which we really love. One change from previous models, there was an older model where the door actually came up and blocked one of the kitchen windows. You can see they've shifted our outdoor kitchen down a little bit, and they've done away with that little TV hatch, just making better use of the space. There is some outdoor speakers on this model, and then the outdoor kitchen that I mentioned before. They're still doing a really nice thick baggage door, even on the outdoor kitchen. Insulation is really big for Grand Design. The kitchen itself is a 110-volt fridge with 2-burner cooktop. This cooktop will run off of your onboard propane system and just folds away nice and neat like that. In our top storage cubby, there's another light as well as a 110-volt power outlet. So if there isn't enough power access on this campsite, you're just plugging too much stuff in. They do a great job of that. Backside of this coach is pretty simple too. I should note that the back wall is fully laminated. All the lamination's done in-house by Grand Design, so it's top-notch quality. At the very top, you're going to see the backup camera prep. So the bracket's there from factory, the wiring's there, you can get the system aftermarket. We've also got a fully mounted ladder to access that walkable roof. And then down below here, you'll see the absence of a rear bumper. Instead, you get this 2-inch receiver, which is actually rated for 3,000 pounds of towing or 300 pounds of tongue weight. So you can get a cargo basket or a bike rack, or you can tow a small cargo trailer behind you if you have a lot of junk. You can do that too. The 4-flat wiring is here as well. And right beside that is our cold water spray port. They include a small blue curly hose with a sprayer attachment that just plugs right into that, so you get quick access to water just around the corner from your outdoor kitchen. So now we're inside the cabin of the 28BH, right by our entry door. Right across, you're going to find our main controls. You can see the ceiling light, the main switch for the ceiling light lights up blue, so it's very easy to find. We also have a motion sensor light up above, so right when you walk in, that will light up too. So if it's really dark in here, you'll still be able to see your controls. I also want to mention while we're over here that there is some step lights here, little LED step lights. I flipped them on. Might not be able to see them, but they're really handy at nighttime if you're coming down to the kitchen for a drink of water. One other thing I want to mention by the entry door is that the controls for our upgraded 12-volt fan in the kitchen are actually right here in the hallway. So it's fully controlled right here from the control panel. It's multi-speed, and the lid is power open and close, as well as rain sensing. So if it's open and it starts to storm, it will close for you. Now let's move on to our main kitchen and living room area. The sofa, of course, is a huge draw for this floor plan. Getting the sofa as well as a large U-dinette, great for a family. You're gonna have lots of seating and a great hide-to-bed option. The tri-fold sofas are perfect for a couple to sleep on, and there's no air mattress to mess around with. Above that, we get lots of great storage. All the cabinetry in these Grand Design trailers are done really well. It is a true hardwood construction. It's all pre-drilled, glued, and screwed too, so very, very sturdy. And they've upgraded to this residential hardware. This is not new, they did it last year, but they're carrying on with it this year. So just taking another step forward, we're going to talk about our entertainment stand here. The TV's on a swivel mount, so it can come out and around, face the sofa really easily, or tweaked any way you need it to be. The multimedia center is just over here, and it's the typical one: CDs, DVDs, radio, Bluetooth, all that fun stuff. They do sneak in a little bit of storage up here. Right here is that entertainment system that I was talking about, but they sneak some storage in either side. Great for movies or something like that. And down below, you'll get a shot of our big, long countertop. This is a solid surface countertop too, really high quality. It's a lot like that Corian material, so very residential feel. Below that, some more storage. Love to see drawers. There's a nice big one here and a whole bank to the left over there, as well as more movie storage and an electric fireplace. The electric fireplaces are great. They run on 110 volt power, and they do kick out heat, about 5,000 BTUs of heat. So to finish off the kitchen, we've got a nice large microwave, and below that, the typical 3-burner cooktop. Typical bifold glass cover on that, works like a backsplash for you. We've got the cast iron griddle on top, and then the light up dials. Really good to see that too. The sink has these custom covers. It is a big farm sink, undermounted stainless steel with a residential faucet. And beside that, ooh, nice big extension to the countertop. I think, if anything, this extension might have gotten bigger. Maybe it's my mind playing tricks on me, but it's a nice size. Right across from the kitchen, into our only slide out on this model, which is what helps keep the weight down and towable, is a nice large refrigerator. This is a great option we don't often see on these single slide bunkhouse fifth wheels. This is a 12 cubic foot two-way fridge. You can see the fridge is all open together, and up top the freezer compartments are separate. So really big fridge. If you're like me, camping's all about food, this is important. Right beside the refrigerator is our large U-dinette that I mentioned before. These seat cushions on the back are reversible. So if you're worried about stains, we've got vinyl to cover your back. The tabletop itself will break down and make a bed, and there's some easy access storage under the seating. You can still access it from the top too. And all of the window coverings, I just want to mention quickly, are a nice soft roller shade. This is the same style that you'll see in the high-end Solitude. All of these high-end brands are going to that now. All right, so the very back, or the bunkhouse of this model, they made this change mid-model year last year. So this isn't too spectacularly new, but what we're looking at here for the bunk beds is an L shape on the top. So nice long kind of single bunk bed up here. If you've got two shorter kids, they can go foot to foot really easily up here. And then if you have an older kid, that's where they're going to go on the bottom. This is a nice double bunk, a little bit longer, a little wider. Each bed is going to have opening windows as well as their own window coverings. We've got the cubbies here that actually double as a ladder going up. They're actually metal reinforced. And then a whole bank of drawers for storage. Big upgrade there. I love all the drawers. So we've got 4 here, 2 under the big bed. We've got a heat duct, USB ports, 110 volt outlets all around, and even a spot to mount a TV along with some hooks. So nothing really has changed a whole lot back here. I see that they've just refined and polished a few things. It's looking really good for this year. All right, so we just stepped upstairs, just up into the hallway. This is the only bathroom on the coach, just off of the master bedroom. You can see we have dual access, which a lot of our customers love to have. Now, first off, I want to talk about this storage solution right here. This is actually a wardrobe slide that extends into the master bedroom. What's cool about this is even with the secondary door closed, you can still get access to all of that storage inside the bathroom. So if that's where you want to keep your towels, great spot for it. Extra clothes, or you know, just all of your hygiene stuff, it's an excellent spot to store. The medicine cabinet is mirrored. There's some storage in behind. We've got a towel rack here. Nice little bit of counter space beside our sink on the vanity. I always appreciate that. And then some storage underneath here, a couple of cubbies, and a heat vent. So really good stuff to see. The shower itself, nice height. I can stand in there very comfortably. These radius corner showers seem to give me enough room too. And the other cool thing with these doors, they don't drip water out as you're getting in and out of them. They're not going to drip water on the floor. Now the toilet is a foot flush toilet. It's a porcelain bowl, so very easy to clean, a lot sturdier. And in behind there is a radiant heat return duct. If you're curious what that means, make sure to ask us. So now on the very front of the coach, this is the master bedroom. Grand Design always does a full residential queen bed. So this is 60 by 80, a little bit of storage underneath the foot of it. And if you look up top, you'll see your typical overhead cubbies. You know, this is all pass-through, same cabinetry and hardware as the kitchen. But on either side, we've got kind of a stubby closet. You know, it's not really meant to be a hanging space. That's actually behind me in the wardrobe slide. Before we get to that, though, I do want to point out the USB ports on this top shelf. These sides here are perfect for putting a phone on or something like that. It's just perfect size. And from personal experience, because I've tried this out, you're not going to hit your head on this as you're getting in and out of bed. It's just curved properly. I also like the padded headrest on this bed and the bedside tables. These reading lights on either side are 12 volt as well, and there is a bit of storage under them too. Love that. Now the wardrobe slide has a small porthole window as well as a couple of drawers. Really great for organizing his and hers. And then on this side is your big main hanging closet. Now we're not quite level here. There we go. We've got the hanging bar across. It's a large size with another drawer underneath, and plenty of floor space in here too. So if your stuff doesn't quite reach the bottom, you've got a little bit more storage as well. All right, so this has been my walkthrough of the 2021 Reflection 28BH. As you can see, nothing really too significantly different for this year. They're just carrying on with what's been working really well for their customers. Some key points to remember. We've got high quality finishes on these Grand Design trailers. Very well insulated, large tank sizes. This particular floor plan is great for a family that needs some separation for the bunk room and some good storage, but doesn't want to give it all up for that. So that's what I always preach with this floor plan. If you want to see more like it, check us out online at minardsleisureworld.com. Don't forget to follow our YouTube channel. We post lots of videos like this every week. And keep in mind, we actually have 2 locations now to serve you better. There's one up in Watrous and here in Weyburn, Saskatchewan. I look forward to meeting you soon.